Velodrome Finance on Optimism, how to vote tutorial, optimize your yield, cash flow, passive income on crypto. My name is Eve, Finance After 40. All the links below. Let's get started. I got a lot of messages on YouTube and Twitter, Discord, Patreon, email list, newsletter, whatever that you want, how to actually vote to maximize my Velo. If you don't know a little bit about Velodrome, price today is let's call it 3 cents. Okay, it was around 0.007 when I first found out about it and started to talk about it. Now it went all the way to 0.1 and now it's down to 0.03. This is basically, let's call it, I don't know, VE model, convex, curve, all those good stuffs that I love and many people love, but only on Optimism. It's a fork of Solidity. The fees, the bribes, the money goes to the people that hold VE Velo token basically, and not the people that farm and make money in the pool. I'm not gonna tell you how to actually vote. You just go and you lock your coins for up to 4 years, etc, etc. Let's go over the details how to actually maximize your profit. You gotta understand a couple of two resources that I'm using. We're gonna go over the Excel, okay, and we're gonna go over this one that just published a few days ago, Dune Analytics. And by the way, links will be below, plus other good stuff, including 10% discount on GMX, which is crazy. Most of the links out there that you see, the default link is 5%. So if you are trading or looking to move from Binance, FTX, DYDX, whatever the case, GMX 10% fee discount, link in the description. This is the #1 tool that I'm starting to use, have started to use in the last couple of days. Why? Because it gives you two major details. Detail #1, 82. Why is this number important? 82 OP per 10K VE Velo this epoch. What does it mean? If you don't know, that means that every week now, Velodrome team, as of now, they send 75,000 Optimism coins airdrop to people that locked 10,000 minimum VE Velo. Now I get a lot of questions. You gotta understand, and of course this is not a financial advice. Do not lock 10,000 VE Velo for 4 years to get 80 OP, which gives you I don't know, let's call it $100. But your VE Velo is locked for 4 years. Sure, you can sell it as NFT, etc for a discount, but if you don't know what you're doing, learn about it. Go to their Discord and read their documents, ask me questions, of course, either Twitter, email, Discord, all that good stuff. All the links again below. You are getting 80 OP. This is like a, how do I call it, side cake, like the cherry on top. I don't really care about it. Only and only if you lock 10,000 VE Velo, not Velo, VE Velo. You buy Velo, and then in order to lock VE Velo, you need to lock it. There's a button that says Vest on the website. It says Vest. You lock. If you lock for 1 year, 10,000 for example is about 2,500 Velo. So in order to get 10,000 VE Velo and you buy 10,000 Velo, that's a lock for 4 years. Current price is about $300 for every basically 10,000 Velo. Okay, so $300 one time gets you, let's call it $100 worth of Optimism as of now, give or take. And then your money is locked for 4 years. So if you are gonna do that, read all the documents, make sure you understand what you're getting yourself into. That's point #1. Point #2 that you gotta understand, Velodrome is a whales game. Small whales, but still whales. You have to understand this concept. This is exactly like Convex Finance. Exactly like Convex Finance, they pay you, let's call it, I'll say 40% today APR. It's 37%. Let's call it 40% so you understand my point of view. If you like some curve into Convex or just Convex, I haven't followed lately, but I know you get about 40% and you get bribes every 2 weeks. Okay, same in here, I get bribes every week, plus fees, plus all the good stuff, but I'm getting anywhere between 300 to 500%. And we're gonna go over the calculator in a minute to show you how it's work. Let me just make sure I'm recording before I keep going. With Convex, it's a Wells game. With Velodrome, it's a Wells game. With Curve, it's a Wells game. It's the same thing. If you take, okay, you gotta understand, if you take 10,000 Velo and you like it, and now you have VE Velo 10,000, $300, and you're so happy, and you voted for the highest bribe, which we're gonna go over this in a minute. Let's say you voted for this one, okay? Elin Rep It. You put your money in the Elin Rep It pool. I'm gonna go over exactly on the method which one to pick based on your Velo locked. But let's say you're getting 230, let's call it 235%, rounded up, okay? 234.63, 235%. However, you have 10,000, so do the math. How do you do the math? 10,000 times 0.029, let's call it $300. You have $300. That's your total. This is why this is a Wells game. You gotta understand. Do not do this just to catch an airdrop once a week where you need to put $300 to get $100 worth of optimism, and then your money is locked for 4 years. It's not beneficiary. Not a financial advice. Of course, it can do 1000x, and that's what I'm betting on, but that's just me. But let's, for the example, you have $300, 10,000 VE Velo locked, and you go for the highest one, as of now, 235%. What do? You take that 300, you do up multiply by 2.34, you get $700, 702 per year. This is not APR, is per year. A lot of people ask me, hey, I locked 10,000 and it's 300%. Do I get next week $900? No, you're getting $702 as of the prices today, assuming nothing will change, which of course it will. You divide that number, okay? First of all, we multiply by 2.35. You gotta multiply by this 2.35 or 2.13 or 2.13, Then you get that number 703, you divide it by 52 weeks. And then this is your rewards, 13, let's call it $13 a week. $13 a week. People say, hey, it's a scam, it's nothing. You invested $300. You gotta understand. When you got 10,000 Velo. This is why I'm saying this whole cash flow game is the Wells game. Let's assume now let's move on. Let's assume you got yourself 100,000 Velo, which is $3,000. It's not the end of the world, and you get the same thing times 2.34, and then I'm gonna go how to optimize who to vote for. Now you got yourself okay. Now you got 100,000 times 0.03. That's the price today. You invested $3,000. You got yourself 100,000 VE Velo locked. Okay. First of all, you're gonna get 800 OP one time because you voted now, because you bought now. But this is just one-time fee. That's like a cherry on top. But now when you vote, you do times multiply by 2.34, and you know that 7,000 you divide by 52, you're gonna get $135 per week, assuming nothing change ever, which of course it will, up or down. But $135 a week for a $3,000 investment, it's not that bad. Assume, for the same example, that you have $3,000 invested in Convex Finance for 40% yearly, okay, for 40% yearly, you do multiply by basically 0.4, okay, 0.4, that's 40%. You get 1,200 bucks a total, divide by 52, 23 bucks a week. So with Convex Finance, it's 23 bucks a week. With Velodrome, it's 135 bucks a week. Last week it was 500%. This week it's a lot lower, 230, because a lot of people got the Gabagol shakes and FUD and all that stuff. Can it go to zero? Of course. It's basically it's a 10 million market cap coin. Let's be realistic. This is not Convex, and for Convex it's already proven itself, and that's why the yields are low, but the price is higher. Okay, let's do this. Even though the price is not that high, but you did get bribes every 2 weeks for the last year when the price went from $2 to 60, and now it's like $6 again. But you still get paid with Convex every 2 weeks. But the point is 40%, people think it's great. Here you get 230%, which is great. But again, it depends how much you have. If you have $300, you will get 300% on $300 is not a lot. It's not a lot. As you saw, it's like 12, 13, 14 bucks a week. That's all it is. It's all whales game. If you have $1 million V Velo luck, for example, if you're like a small fish, $30,000, now you start cooking basically. Okay, now that this is out of the way, let me show you how do I vote. First of all, two things that I'm looking at. I'm going here back to the Dune Analytic page, will be down below, and I'm gonna do this one. I'm gonna change fees per 10k votes. Okay, fees per 10k votes, it's pretty low because again, not a lot of people use the platform, FUD, all that stuff. And then I'm looking at a couple of things. I'm seeing this 10k votes, you get $5.64. So you get bribes and you get fees. Okay, the bribes, when you vote, you have to vote every week for the bribes, but there's some pools that also pays you fees. Every day people use, they swap between USDC to Rep ETH to Optimism, etc., etc. So I'm looking at the high, but I'm not always voting for the high. So let's say I got 10k locked, which is $300. I get $5.64 per week. Okay, vote APR 127% just for the fees, not for the bribes. But then you look at the votes, only 30,000 votes. And then what you must do is not just go and vote for this pool, because if I look for USDC synthetics and I'm gonna go here, I don't see USDC synthetics. Okay, maybe I missed it. No, there's synthetic ETH, Rep ETH, synthetic USDC, synthetic Rep ETH basically, and one more synthetic at the bottom. I thought I saw SUSD DAI, but basically you got nothing. So all you're getting, let's say you got 10k luck, $300, great, you made $5. You're only getting the fee. You get 127%, which is nice, but there's no bribes because there's no vote for it. I move to the next one. The next one, I get paid for every $300, I get $5.19 a week, 91% just the fees, and I see the pair is SUSD versus DAI. I go here and I see SUSD versus DAI right here. Bribe number 1, 0. Bribe number 2, 0. Total value 0. There is absolutely no reason for me to vote for SUSD DAI. Option number 3, I go here. And here I see that I'm getting $4.21 per $300 per week. 70% just for the fees, not the bribes. Very important. But then I look here and I see 41 million votes, which is a lot. A lot. How much a lot? Probably the highest. You go here, you look for this pair, Optimism USDC, that's the pair, and you go here, Optimism USDC, this one. This one you see 41 million people voted, okay? 41 million people voted. for a total bribes, okay, you get 4,000 OP, not you, the pool get 4,000 OP as incentives, which comes to the price of 5,400, but that 5,400 divided by 41 million, so I don't want that. So I go a little below that, rep it USDC, it's a little better, it's the same price, 421, same 71%, but here it's half the votes, so only 20 million voted. Only 20 million voted is better. You go to this pair, rep it USDC, right here, number 3, and you see same thing, same 4,000 OP, same amount, 5,400, but now you got yourself 19 million votes compared to 14 million votes. So your money basically just doubled just based on this. And you see the fee APR 146%. How much is it in here? 71%. So I assume this is more updated than the Excel, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay, so that's step 1. If you are going to vote for the fees, make sure, because the fees pays you every day. The bribes pays you weekly. Now how I do it, okay, let's assume you have the same 10,000, okay? You gotta understand, either you go for the fees and you pick something that actually has a lot of money in the fees, but also a lot less voters, or you go by here, votes latest, okay, votes latest, and I choose the one that has the least, okay, that's my key, the least amount of voters. So this one has 35 million, this one has nothing, 300,000, but there's no reward, so maybe this one is next week. That's why they put it here, otherwise I don't see a reason why. This one, let's say 7 million, 15, I just remove everything that's over 10, first of all. So this one, let's stick to 7 million, 8.8, 7, 5, 6, 5, and 6. So let's assume you have 10,300 bucks, okay, same thing. And if you have 100,000, say you just do the math 10 times more. This one, let's call it 6 million votes, okay, 6 million votes, and the total value is 5,500. How do you calculate it? How do you calculate it? You take your nice calculator out, and let's say you have 10,000 VE Velo locked, you divide it by 5,996,674, okay? That's the votes latest. You get yourself, so this again, 10,000, divide by 5,996,674, okay? This is the result, multiply, okay, multiply by 100, we're not done, and you're getting a share of 0.16667, okay? What do you do now? This is not done, this is just step 1. What do you do now? I'm going to do another example because I was a little fast. Remember this number, 0.1667. You take the total value, 55110, time multiply by 0.1667. Nope. Okay, again, 5510 multiplied by 0.001. Not 0.1 because that's 16% of the pool. 0.001667. Or I think another, but basically that's it. You got yourself 9.80. Let's call it 9. What do you get? 9. OP bribe 2, OP bribe 1. So you get 9 OP. Okay, that's what you get. 9 OP. Multiply that by 135. Let's call it OP price. About 12 bucks fees for $300 basically that you invest. And if you do 12.4 multiplied by 52, 643 divide by your 300 bucks. There we go, 215% annual return. That's why this is a whales game. This is 234, give or take. I missed maybe I didn't do the price correctly, but it's about 215%, which is great. You're getting 215%. Understand that you're getting 40% on Convex, and I think like I don't know, like 11% or even less on Curve, or 5-6%. I haven't used Curve in like a year plus, basically. So people complain, hey, it's only 12 bucks. It's only 12 bucks. It's still 200%. This is a whale's game. People are here because of the airdrop. That's what lured them in. But you gotta understand, the more you put in this protocol, if you have 100K, for example, if you have 100K, you just got yourself, instead of 9 OP, you got 90 OP, 90 optimism, which is pretty good for 1 week for $3,000 investment. That's the difference. Let's assume we go for the lowest pool. Okay, so now we know we're getting, if you vote for this pool with every 10,000 VE Velo, you get 9 optimism. Let's do another exercise. This one is 5.5. Let's see the lowest one. This is 5.1. Anything lower? No, this one is 5.1, but the bribes total is 4,500. The bribes in here was 5,500. So what am I doing? It's probably gonna be around the same, if not less. So I'm gonna go, maybe this one is 6.6, but the bribe is almost $2,000 more. So let's go with this one, okay? Let's go with this one. This one is 6,300. You gotta balance, find a lot of money and less votes. So let's see, this one just posted today. PETO, I don't know what it is, rep TO. You get paid a share of total of optimism and 5,000 USDC, but doesn't really matter because I just use Velodrome and swap it to the coins that I want, or cash out direct from my MetaMask, which is to Coinbase, which is pretty crazy. Let's go. I'm not using mainnet for months now. 7,400. Let's do the same math and see where it takes us. So let's assume you got 10,000 VE Velo locked. Divide, okay? Divide by 6,654,319. That's the numbers of voters for the week. And this is your share of the pool. Multiply by 100 and you get yourself 0.15% of the pool. Now you take this number, 7,349, okay, 7,349 times 0.0015. Is this your share of the pool? 0.15%. And you got yourself 11 OP. Remember the first one, we got 9 OP. Now you got yourself 11 OP, even though there's more voters here, but the total value of the votes is 7,350 compared to 5,500. So even though there's more votes, the total value is higher. So here you get 11 OP. Let's multiply that by 135. Okay, that's basically almost 15 bucks compared to the 12 bucks. And if you do this times 52, 773 divided by 300 bucks that you invested, 257% return, which is, I think this Excel updates every few hours, but this is actually more accurate. 257% if you vote for this pool, and you get like 15 OP. And again, if you invest 100K, for example, VE Velo Lock, which is $3,000, you just got yourself, how much was it? 110 OP, which is about 150 bucks. 150 bucks a week for $3,000 investment makes you break even after 20 weeks, assuming everything stays the same and it doesn't go to zero. Hopefully, Lido will come in, Reducted will come in, 50 other projects will come in, the 200% plus will stay the same, and the Velo price will shot to the moon, as well as optimism, etc. This was valuable. All the links below. I'll see you guys next time.